I grew up in Jamaica, became a medical doctor while coming up as a young man, and soon after became an entrepreneur distributing automobiles. Did well. My wife and I ran into some challenges in 2008 because of the real estate mortgage crisis in the US, landed us in a deep financial valley. Through the network marketing model of business, we were able to climb out of that valley, get ourselves back on our feet. Thankful for that industry every single day. And 3 years ago, 2020, we were at home during the lockdown. And while at home, we got a call from a friend who introduced us to the whole idea of trading using our phones and our laptops to make money. The idea sounded very appealing to me. At the time, I said, you know what, my main focus would be to build the affiliate side, because that's what I knew I was pretty good at, network marketing, and still am. So I was able to go ahead and start building a team, introduce people to the community. I paid a little over $100 to get enrolled. And my family, we've been able to earn substantial commissions as a result of being involved as affiliates to market the community to other people. This has been very rewarding financially from that standpoint. And over the course of that time, we started seeing some great stories emerge of people trading and making money. All right, some people really got a good understanding of it because they invested the time to go to classes and watch the videos and practice on something called TradingView and MetaTrader 4, and we're able to do quite well. All right, so for me, on my journey, it was really the affiliate side that helped me to get things going. Then I saw that our daughter, she started watching the videos in the platform, started trading in her demo account, showed me that she was making profits, asked me for $100 to trade. I gave her, and she started withdrawing from the market. So it made me a believer alongside seeing other people do well. What I realized is that even though I'd done well building the team, 500 a month, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, I've earned as much as $2,500 in a single week in commissions. Right now, we earn $2,000 a month in commissions from the comp plan, and it's set to grow. We'll soon be at the $5,000 per month level, which is decent. But sincerely, guys, when it comes to trading, I want to emphasize that trading will earn you way more money than the affiliate side. However, trading takes time to understand how to do it. Now, the learning curve of trading, and just to kind of backtrack, Xtreamfx Global Academy, first and foremost, is an academy that offers you education in trading the financial markets. We added some financial services, and then we also have health and wellness products, right? So those are really the key areas. So we have the education, we have the health and wellness products, and then you can be an affiliate, all right, inside of Xtream. So let's talk about the education that you can have access to through our company. So the Forex education, learn about the $7.3 trillion market. You could literally use your phones and laptops, and from a laptop or a phone, you will, and you do, whether you're aware of it or not, you have access to a $7 trillion per day market. Sunday night or Monday morning, Japan time, Sunday night for the US, all the way through Friday evening, Saturday morning, Japan time, you have access to literally $7 trillion every 24 hours. On the weekends, it goes down to about $500 million, because on the weekends, it's really just cryptos that are being traded mainly, but you could also trade on the weekends. But the point is that you could trade literally 365 days a year, and from the comforts of a laptop and a phone, anywhere in the world you have an internet connection. So through Xtream, you could tap into our Nadex and binary options education, the safety trade system. I'm going to emphasize that today. And then the core academy, that's for personal development. So if you want to grow your mindset and personal development, we have that available. Joan, I made you co-host so that you could help me to keep people muted, because sometimes people come off mute, and that can affect us, all right? If you don't mind, all right? And then Mark, I'll do the same with you as well. So just in case both of you could help me. Is that okay? Joan? All right. Okay. Awesome. So if you want to take advantage of the education only, some people do that where you could pay $89 a month if you're a student. Some people enroll their children in our program and pay $89 a month for their children with student IDs. Some people are paying the $99 per month for student level, and that you're welcome to do that as well. And then $159 a month for the Forex and Nadex binary education, along with getting trade ideas. We notice the word trade ideas is highlighted here. We send out trade ideas through Telegram that comes from our master traders Monday through Friday. All right, so that's a part of that. The trade ideas are really for education, but sometimes a lot of individuals get good enough to where they can use the trade ideas to make money. All right, and that's another feature. And then we have the safety trade technology. Now, the safety trade technology is $599. This is a once a year payment, one time per year. So the safety trade technology, I'm going to show you what that is. And it is a game changer, right? Somebody could type game changer in the chat for me, because this is a game changer. All right, the developer is named, great gentleman, right? Kevin. And he developed this technology really for his sister that was struggling with epilepsy. And he wanted to give her a safe way to trade. And that was the genesis or the beginning of the whole idea of this technology. Currently, it's $575 per year. But through Xtream, because of our partnership, you're getting it for $524. But we include the scanner for $75 a month. So you have the scanner included in the $599. So instead of paying $575 plus $200 for the scanner, we were able to get a deal where you pay $599 instead of paying $775 for that service. Okay, so just bear that in mind, that we have been able to do that because of the size of our community. We have been given some preferential terms. All right, so just understand that. Now, the technology, let's talk about, there are two pieces to it. There's the technology itself, and then there's the scanner. All right, and believe you me, when I say game changer, I'm not hyping. All right, thank you, Millie, for typing that in the chat. I'm not trying to be hypey and give you information just to sound excited, because, ladies and gentlemen, sincerely, I've been in network marketing for 13 years. All right, 13 years, and I love it. However, if you do not build a team in network marketing, you really don't make money. Okay, in network marketing, if you want to make big money, you have to build a team. If you're not building a team in network marketing and you're just buying and selling products, you'll just basically be getting by. But if you want to earn big money in network marketing, you have to build a team. Now, this is the first time that we can truly make more money with the product than you can from network marketing. Now, Forex education is very powerful. However, it takes a while to learn how to trade. For those who have ever tried, anybody who's ever been in trading before, or you've really tried to make money from trading, you'll realize something quite quickly. And I want to share a statistic with us to understand the value of the safety trade product and why is it that you should get it if you don't already have it. Let's just go ahead and just somebody unmute for me. If I've shared this before and you know the answer, be quiet. Let somebody who has never heard this before unmute and give me your answer. Banji, my friend from Nigeria. Banji and I are very close friends, man. Banji's a great teacher. He owns a school, he and his wife over there in Nigeria. An excellent gentleman. Really grateful that you were able to come on, Banji. How are you? You're muted, Banji.
I'm very well, Doctor. Thank you so much for the invitation.
Hey, you're welcome, my friend. You're welcome, my friend. All right. So anyone who wants to answer, Banji, if you want to answer, anyone, what percentage of traders earn money trading in the market? All right, of the retail traders, of the people who trade retail, what percentage of people earn money trading? I'm trying to find the answer, right? Yeah, what percentage of people earn money trading?
From my experience, I would say maybe 5%.
Okay, based on your experience. Anybody else wants to put an answer in the chat or unmute and tell me the answer? Banji thinks 5%. Anyone else?
I think you see 10%.
10%. Okay. All right. Somebody volunteer. 10% of traders make money. Well, here's it. Somebody could read this out for me.
1%.
1%. You're right about the 1%. It's really 1% of traders that make money. So read this, please. Read it, somebody. Read this out loud. Anybody? First voice.
Based on several broker studios, as many as 90% of traders are estimated to lose money in the markets. this can be an even higher failure rate if you look at a day trader, Forex trader, or option traders.
All right, thank you for that. So 99% of traders are actually losing money, okay? Now, the gentleman, Kevin, that developed this technology on your screen, he lost $26,500 over a 5.5-year time frame in trying to trade. He went through all of these various things that some of us have been through, where you use these trend lines, where you use support resistance lines, like right here, you have support resistance on the screen, right? Where you put in your support up here, or resistance up here rather, and you pick some points where the market reverses, and you put in your support lines, and then you use these support and resistance lines to hopefully predict what direction the market is going to go in. And then you color in these lines just to give you more clarity on what we call support and resistance zones. And then we wait for what are called breakouts. Some of us are aware of that, where you come and you draw in what are called points pointing where the market could break out to. And then you wait, you sit down and you wait for a breakout. And you would probably do this over a weekend. So some people who become good traders, they invest time on a weekend trying to put these things in the hope of hopefully getting money, right? And the XPX is here on the screen. It could have been NAS, it could have been whatever it is, right? For those who are new to trading, be thankful that you will not have to do this that I just put on the screen. You can be very grateful that you won't have to learn this, because it took time to learn what I just drew on the screen. In fact, when I saw this for the first time, Banji, you remember, because you are part of this whole deal when you and I and a couple of others got started with trading back in the lockdown in 2020. So Banji is a friend of mine. We all got started with trading during the lockdown. And initially we started having some results. We're getting some results, but it wasn't consistent. We were not making money all the time. And we had to get to a point where, we had to learn how to do this part rather than just trying to just copy and paste signals that were sent out in Telegram chats. Because the signals that were sent out, sometimes you make money with them, sometimes you get clobbered. Am I right or wrong, Banji? Banji, what do you say about that?
You're right, Doctor. The market is unpredictable. Sometime after you've done everything, you just see something go wrong, and and you're back to square one. You make money, you lose money.
All right. So that's been the experience of the 99% of people trading. So thankfully, we do not have to go through that hard, difficult task of trying to figure out the best way to identify, is the market going to go up or is it going to go down? Because at the end of the day, what every trader is trying to figure out, is the market going to go up or is it going to go down? So let's go look at the technology and what it is that the technology does. This is amazing. Now on the screen is Bitcoin and Ethereum, Bitcoin US dollar. And Bitcoin it moves. Bitcoin moves even on a Saturday right now. If you look to the right, this Bitcoin screen that's here, Bitcoin versus the US dollar. If you look at this chart on the right, and for those who are new to trading, don't be intimidated. Even if you do not understand what a chart is, if you do not understand that this green thing is a candle, that's what they call it. And then these little dots are small candles too, right? And every minute you're going to see one popping up on the right here. So what he designed, Kevin, is that we can use the system, ladies and gentlemen, and win trades. They are 99% correct. So 99% of the time, and in fact, in my experience, I've not seen it not do what the system said it would do, all right? Now, once you learn some rules, there are going to be some rules on how to use this. If you do not, and let me say it clearly, if you do not follow the rules, you will not make money consistently. So let me be very clear about that. There are some rules on how to use the system. It's no different from if you try to drive a car and you put it in reverse and you're trying to go forward, you're going to hit up in something, okay? You have to follow the rules. So you'll have to follow the rules as to how to use the system if you're going to benefit from it. One of the ways to use this is on the left side. If you're looking at an asset, like in this case, we're looking at Bitcoin, Ethereum. Okay, we're looking at Bitcoin, Ethereum. And sorry, Bitcoin. US dollar, not Bitcoin Ethereum. We're looking at Bitcoin US dollar, right? BTC versus the US dollar. It's live and active on a Saturday. You could trade it on a Saturday. Earlier on today, I won 2 trades in my demo trading this. All right. I don't trade this live on my Hugo's Way, even though I have Hugo's Way live on here. I do not trade it live because the spread on Hugo's Way for Bitcoin is very wide. If you do not know what a spread is, don't worry. We're trying to find a broker that has decent spreads. I found one, but the amount of money that you need to put in a broker account is a lot, even though the spreads are narrow, right? You know, you have to put a lot of money in their account to be able to trade it. And but they have good spreads, right? They have really good spreads, but you have to have a large trading capital. Now, Hugo's Way, you could trade Bitcoin with $200, but the problem is that the spread here is very wide. If you look at this number, you'll see 29430, 444 over here, and over here you see how wide the difference is. And you'd have to overcome the spread if you put in a trade. And I got clobbered on Saturday. All right, just so you know. All right, so that's why I don't trade it live yet, but I will when I get to the point of being able to, because you could make money on Saturday and Sunday trading Bitcoin and Ethereum. All right. So how does the system work? Anyone on Banji? How does the system work? You're going to start off, when you buy it, you need to start off with putting a 5 minute on the left and 1 minute on the right. And for the beginners, you're going to practice with SPX or S&P 500, right? For the first 20 trades, win 17 out of 20. Once you've done that, you could start trading other things. For the purposes of looking at this chart live, if we get a BTC trade, let me turn on my scanner. We might take a look at it and see what else might come up. All right. And we're going to get to the scanner here shortly. So to identify a trade on this system, it's pretty straightforward and very simple. This was a buying opportunity that just popped in. We didn't get to take advantage of it. And this was another one that happened earlier. Right. I didn't get it. I didn't see it until late, but this is another one. Right. All right. So let me keep it real simple for you. All right, real simple. All right, and somebody is unmuted. All right, so I need 2 people unmuted that have a quiet background. And person with the Samsung, and somebody who has traded before, like Banji, have traded before. So I wouldn't mind if you stay unmuted. And then I need 1 person. The person with the Samsung, have you ever traded before? Your name says Samsung. And your line is unmuted. Have you ever traded before? You're okay, I don't know what your name is, but your line is unmuted. But all right. So Banji and I need 1 more person. I need Doctor, 1 more person. Yeah, go ahead.
I just have a quick question. I raised my hand, but you didn't see it. Is it a way you can increase your the zoom on your, because the writings are so small?
Are you on a phone?
No, I'm on the laptop actually. But you know, some of us, we are Sweet 16 and the vision is
your Sweet 16.
Top notch.
I love it. I love it. What's your name, please?
Umu.
oh, Umu. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Umu. Okay, great. All right. We're unable to increase the size, unfortunately, Umu. But you know, next unfortunately, you have to try to pinch your screen. It's a laptop. Yeah, I don't know how to help you with that.
Oh dear.
Sorry about that.
Okay. I just end up straining my eyes.
I strain my eyes too, so don't feel bad. The numbers over here are very small from my side.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, thank you. Sorry for disrupting.
That's okay. All right. The person with the Samsung, if you can tell me your name, I could change your name on the Zoom. But if not, I'll ask somebody else to participate who was new to trading. So Banji is traded, but the person with the Samsung, can you hear me? Person with the Samsung, what's your name, please?
Moses.
Moses. Hey, Moses.
Yeah.
Hey, Moses Magic Kodumi?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
All right, great. All right.
Oh, yes.
All right, wonderful. All right, so I just changed your name. Yeah, have you ever traded before, Moses?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Have you traded live?
Yes.
Okay, all right, cool. All right. I think most people here probably trade it to some extent. All right, so let's keep it as a trader level conversation today. All right, so have you used TradingView to do your markups? I know Banji probably is doing that.
No, I've not.
You
Yes,
haven't.
doctor.
So the Banji uses TradingView. So what do you use, Moses, to make a decision about trading?
But it's just the simple analysis that you have made. You have to draw the trend line, then, you know, to determine where the market will move.
All right. So based on this coming down like this, right? Moses and Banji, is this a downtrend?
Yes.
All right,
Yes,
good.
please.
All right, great. All right, so that's going down. Now, when the market reverses like this, when the green shots up into the air like this, right? First, we're going to see this big impulsion candle. When it jumps up like this, what are we tempted to do at this point?
Goodbye.
To buy, right?
Yeah.
What about you, Moses? Would you be tempted to jump into a quick buy because it's shooting up quickly as a reversal?
Yes, we'll be tempted to buy, but at the same time, I personally will be looking for a possible reversal that is going to break a resistant line somehow. You know, it's kind of retesting at that point. I may be looking for maybe it's retesting to break the resistance line, or whether it's going to, you know, shoot up.
Yeah. So if we put resistance here, okay, it's already broke that. If we put resistance here, it's already broke that. If we put resistance here, it's already broke that. Right?
Yes.
So you look for it to retest one of these points to go up or to go or what?
Yeah, I would look for a retest for it to probably go up.
To go up. All right.
Yes.
So that means that if it retests one of these areas, you're probably gonna look, right? So let's go forward a little bit. But you know, and then here it came back all the way down to here, and then it's shooting back up again. Now, so Banji, what type of trade would you have taken, right? Or would you stay out?
I would have taken I would have taken a buy.
You're taking a buy. Okay, all right. So you'd have taken a buy. Moses would have waited on the retest to take a buy. All right.
Yeah. Yes.
Now, if this pushes back down, and you know you're putting because if you go for a buy, you have to put a stop loss somewhere down, right? Which means that if this turns around and comes back down, right, Banji's gonna lose money, right? But if you know, so you get a buy, Banji, you caught a buy here, it's going up. But look what happened. It reversed on you, and at some point, if your stop loss was below down here, maybe. But then if your stop loss, you know, your stop loss could have been hit because it came back down to here. All right. And then it shot back up again. All right. And then it came back down. Right. Doesn't this feel somewhat confusing? Up, down, up, down. You know, we're not sure if it's gonna keep going up, it's gonna come back down. Doesn't it feel somewhat, you know, difficult to be able to confidently trade and make any money?
Yes, it is.
It is. All right. So here's what the safety trade system does for us. All right. Let's back up a bit. This is a 5-minute chart. All right. Now on the 5-minute, you're going to learn how to do what's called sync scroll. All right. So, you know, sync scroll. I'm sync scrolling right now. All right. Let me just touch this so we could see it on both. All right. All right. So on the left chart, you could see here where can you see this red line that turns green? Can you see that? A red line down here, it's red down here, then turn green here. Can you see that going through the screen? Banji, Moses, can you see that?
Yes. The red line.
Right. It's called a moving average. Some people know it, some people don't. But there are many moving averages, but this one is called a safety trade moving average. All right. Okay, so that's one thing that's on this technology. When you buy this, you download MetaTrader 4. MetaTrader 4 is free, but you're going to get some indicators to add to your MetaTrader 4 that will cause yours to look just like this, right? Now, the first thing is that the candles are above the line. Can we see that the candles are above the moving average at this point, where my crosshair is? Can we see that right here, where the mouse is? Can we see that?
Yes, yes.
All right, can you see this red down arrow on the screen?
Yes.
All right, so those are first two things we're looking for. The candles being above the moving average. The second thing is the red line. And let me just see that safety trade. I'm going to come back to it. Our XRP USD. All right. Let's just jump. I'm going to jump to XRP USD. All right. And I'm going to come back to the Bitcoin stuff right there. But let's just quickly look at XRP USD. I put it on the, so the 5 minute is on my left side. All right. And I'm going to tell you what it is that we're doing. Okay. And the 1 minute is on the right. Okay. Now, this message says, just read this message for me. Banji, just read it out.
Oh, it's tiny.
All right, can you see it, Moses? If you're on a phone, Banji, just pinch your screen and expand it over the words, and it will enlarge if you're on a phone.
New safety trade. Is that what you want me to read?
Yes.
New safety trade. XRP USD MI.
All right, M1BS, right? Which means buy stop, right? So it's down here at the bottom. You see this green arrow pushing up? It means it's a 1 minute. It's on this M1 here means 1 minute. So if we look on the 1 minute time frame, it's an opportunity for what's called a buy. Okay. Now, so we come over here, all right, and just for simple terms, right? If we look here, okay, if we look here on this 1 minute time frame screen, we could see these candles going up, and then we could see the red coming back down. Okay. So it would be difficult, just the same way that we're trying to look at BTC USD, it would be difficult to know, should we buy going up or should we continue to sell coming down? Okay. So how the system works is that first, you'd have seen over here that the price was below this green line, right? The second is that there's a green up arrow pushing up. Can we see that?
New safety trade alert. New safety trade alert.
Can we see that? Moses, can you see this green arrow pointing up?
Yes.
All right. So when that happened, when the green arrow pointed up, okay, when the green arrow popped on the screen, what are the colors of these 5 levels here? They're called indicators. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are the colors? What's the color of the bottom one?
The
very
color
bottom one. The color. What color is it?
Of which one, please?
The very last one at the bottom.
I can't understand the question.
Okay, do you see my mouse in the far right corner all the way to the bottom? What color is that? What color are these vertical bars? The histogram bars at the bottom. What color is it?
Green?
Yeah, green. Thank you. It's green. Thank you. It's green.
Yes,
The one
green.
above that, the one above that, what color is that one? At the end of the screen.
Green.
Okay, great. And the one above that, the third one from the bottom, what color is that?
Green?
Green.
Okay, and the fourth one, what color is that?
Green.
And the fifth one, what color is that?
Red.
Right. So the third thing we need to wait on to use the technology properly is that we need to wait on everything to turn green. Is everything green now?
Yes.
Great. Thank you, Millie. All right. So Moses, Banji, we keep going forward. Market goes up, market goes down, right? Market goes up, market goes down. All right. And we're waiting for something to happen. We're waiting for the fourth one to turn red. Okay. When this red candle started pushing down, it looked like the fourth one was about to turn red, but it stayed green. All right. So fine. We didn't do that one. All right. Well, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Can you notice something happened here? The market pushed down and became red right here. Can we see that?
Yes.
All right. We got a message when this turned red for the first time. When this turned red for the first time. Can we see that little red dot? That's very small. It's very tiny. But can you see that red dot right there?
Yes.
Yes. Now that is where you put in a buy. Now everything is green, which means up. Green means up, red means down. So everything is green, but one is red. This red means that this is not a true push down. It is going to push down and turn back up. So because the system picks this out, it's called a fake out indicator, right? That's my term for it. The developer call it the BS indicator, but I call it the fake out indicator. So this is This indicator is faking us out. It's giving us the impression that the market is going to go down, but it's really going to go up. Now, you could put in what's called a buy stop. Banji, are you familiar with a buy stop? Pending order, right?
Yes, doctor.
All right, a pending order means you're not in the trade. It's an order you put into your broker that if the market turns around and goes up, open a trade and put me in the trade if it's going up, all right? And that becomes a safer way to trade because you're waiting for the market to turn back and go up. And if it comes up and touches the bottom line, it opens the trade. You could quickly close your profit if you want to, or you could wait for it to push up further and close you out at your TP. Beginners, you should go for 1 to 3 pips. Now we're looking at XRP USD on a 1 minute time frame. And the system just sent us a message, right? Which some of you, which you read, Moses, right? That XRP was on a 1 minute time frame trade and that we could go for it, right? So let's see what is happening with the 1 minute time frame. Can you see what took place with that call? What took place here, Banji?
Going up.
Banji, can you see this? Moses, can you see what happened?
I think it bought.
You think what?
It bought.
It bought, right? The market bought, right? So would you have made money with a buy?
Yes.
Yes, right? And let's see, it did it a second time. See where it was pushing back down again? Okay. And it gave another opportunity for entry. And you saw the green candle push up again. Okay. And then it's now down here. Okay. And you know, when it does it for the second time or the third time, you should back off. You should try to do it the third time. But once it comes for the first time, that's the best time for you to do it. That's the safest trade. There are other trades available. Like for example, right here was one, but you know, beginners, you would not have caught that. Right there was one. Where it came back down, you know, there are two of them. There's one here and there's one here. Okay, these are called filling the gaps. But you know, when you're at the beginner level, you should not trade filling the gap trades. But this is a filling the gap. This is a filling the gap. You could have taken these. All right. This is another one that you would have been able to take as well. This is another gap that happened here. That was a big jump up. All right, we'll talk about those later on. But the bottom line is that we just heard the system say safety trade alert. You saw that the system called this out as a buy when this turned red. That's when the message came in. That's a few minutes ago. If you were swift enough, you'd have been able to put in your entry here, all right, and you'd have been able to win a trade on a buy on a Saturday night in Nigeria, trading BTC USD or XRP USD, sorry, right? And here's another one. You saw that twice. The third one, I would not go for it, right? Because the third one here is usually not as strong as the others, right? So bear that in mind. Now, also for those who have the technology, notice that on the 5 minute time frame, the price is quite far from the moving average, right? Those are not the best trades. The best trade is when this comes down closer to this, then really that makes it a great safety trade. If everything remains green, the block is green, everything here is green, the 5 minute time frame comes close to here, you'd have been able to trade that, right, and make money. All right, so let's go back a bit in time and look at some other examples of it, right, that took place earlier on today. Okay, so here's where everything, Moses, you could see that, right?
Yes, sir.
You know, market going up, market going down, market coming back down, very difficult to predict where it's going, right? But we'll wait for everything to turn red. We wait for everything to turn red. Now, when everything turns red, the fourth thing that we're looking for is for the number 4 indicator from the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4 to turn green. Is it green yet at the end of the screen? Right? It's not, right? So we'll wait. Is it green now?
Yes.
Right. And here's a challenge. See, the market shoot down and then it's shooting back up. So right now, if you entered a buy at some point thinking the market's going to go up and it reverses on you, you lose money. But the system is saying, don't go for a buy, go for a sell, right? So you're going to literally come here and put in you're going to put in your lines, right? You're going to open up a trade. To open a trade, you right click trading, click new order, and you put in your order. Remember, on a Saturday, I'm not going to trade on this broker because the spreads are crazy. They're crazy, right? But anyway, that's another story. So you put in your entry, all right? And you put your entry here, Okay, Moses, you put your entry
Yeah.
here. All right, so if it turns around and comes back down, it would open a trade. You go for 1 to 3 pips. Let's say you go for 3 pips on these charts. This is about 2 pips. All right, 2 pips, depending on what you're trading. If you're trading currency pairs, guys, 3 pips can be as wide as this, right? Or 2 pips can be as wide as this for currency pairs. So bear that in mind. You have to pay attention to your spreads. Pay attention to your spreads, because you get clobbered if you're not paying attention to the spreads. The brokers have different spreads, and the spreads change at the time, depending on what time of the day you're trading. Okay, so bear that in mind. Always look at your spreads before you click. You hurry up and click buy or sell, right? Or place. Now, what happened? What happened after it pushed up? Can you see the fake out? It pushed up, Moses. And you see it went into what we call consolidation up here, right? Okay. And when it's up here, we feel, man, it could keep going up, it could keep going down. But if it keeps going up, you don't lose anything because you're not in a trade. But if it turns around and comes back down, you'd have won a trade. Banji, Moses, Millie, would you have won this trade?
Yes.
Yes. You didn't guess. We didn't put a support resistance line on the chart. We didn't put in a trend line. We didn't put in a Fibonacci. We didn't do any of that. And look at that. You won that trade. All right, let's look at the market again. See, the market is now still selling. You could see everything turned red again. Okay. And then here is a second opportunity. Remember, the second one is not as good as the first, but you could still take the second, right? So, okay. So let's go ahead now and put in our trend line or entry just below this line. And we go for 2 to 3 pips again, right? Let's check to see what happened. Let's keep moving. Would you have won that second trade, Banji? Would you have won the second trade? Banji, you still online? Moses, would you have won the second trade?
Yes, doctor.
Yes, right. Moses, would you have won that second trade?
Sure.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. And here's a third one again. You went above, right? You'd have put your entry just below, but you shouldn't do the third one, all right? Just bear that in mind, everybody. Third one is just not as good as the first and the second. So bear that in mind, all right? After a while, the market reverses, okay? All right. So, but you're not, okay, see, you just barely got a win, but you could see that the reversal started right afterwards, right? So when it changes now to green, you see the green arrow popped up on the screen. The prices were below the red line. Now you're looking for buys in the market. So when you're going forward, you're looking for buys now instead of sells. Okay. So we're gonna look for wait for this to line up again to where this becomes red. You see, we waited and it becomes red right here. We would have gone up here when it becomes red, right? Instead of trying to think, oh, the market is going down. We can stop thinking about what's going on and just simply trade based on this data. So see it turn red and we wait, right? If it doesn't, see it sold off big time, so fine. Now, once this bot breaks, once the green turns to red, you delete this trade. You come here and you delete the trade. You're not in the trade, so you don't have to close the trade. You just delete the trade because the bot turned red. There's an advanced way to trade this, but it's not for beginners, right? When it changes, right? But you could see that the market sold off. So instead of waiting for a buy, wait for it to reset. Either it's going to reset all green or going to reset for a sell. Okay, and it did reset all green. So you wait again for this to change, and there's a way to use a 5-minute chart, which you'll learn in class. See, it's pushing down, coming closer to this, right? Which is going to give you a really nice entry. So if we come back over here. All right, we won 2, but remember I was saying that you should avoid the third one. All right, so the third one didn't go anywhere. Should have just deleted that, right? And just forgot about the third one. Okay, but when it comes down close to here, it's going to create what we call a 5-minute buy over here. Okay, it's going to create a 5-minute buy. And then also,
Safety trade alert.
if you kept the trade, let's say you kept the trade. Let's say because you could keep the trade, right? You keep the trade, leave it there. Once the block changes, the block hasn't changed yet. The block hasn't changed yet. So if the block doesn't change, you don't have to delete it. Okay? The block doesn't change, you don't have to delete it. All right? Just bear that in mind. Okay? Because it could come all the way down, reverse, and come back up and give it a win. But if the block changes to red, you should delete the trade. That's the rule. Okay? But there's an advanced way to trade that, but I won't get into that today. Okay? And guys, I'm just since May that I'm using the system. I'm not some expert here. I'm just simply marketing this, right? And I highly value
What?
the system because it's been a blessing to many. Just so you know, one person's already earned over $1.4 million since last year using it. Another gentleman never traded before, bought the system last year, October, took a month to learn how to use it. Second month, he practiced in a demo. And the third month, he put $2,500 to start trading with him beginning of December last year. He's now earned over $500,000. His name is Phil, and he's bought a Bentley. There's another gentleman that also, Banji, can you see what's happening in front of your eyes? Moses, can you see that? Anybody else? Can you see what just took place? Anyone else out there? Right? Can you see what's going on with the trade? Can you see what's happening live? This is happening live on XRP. All right? Can we see that we're in the money? Who just said,
It's Moses.
All right, good. All right. So this is not hypothetical. Okay. This is a trade. If we were with a decent broker that we could have traded this live, you would have been activated. And what's about to happen, Moses? What's happening right now? Can you see that you're in the green? Can you see that you're in the money, the blue, not green? But can you see that you're in the blue on your MetaTrader 4 right now? If you had a trade open. Anybody who did this in a demo, you obviously won the trade if you did it in a demo while we're online, right? Because you could have traded this live. Okay. All right. So the system called this out, not me. Okay. All right. I'm just using the system to do the trading, not what I think I should do or how I think I should do it. I'm just following the system and the rules of the system. Banji, can you see the win? Millie. All right. I think, okay. So Banji will, can you see the win,
Yes, I can
Banji?
see the win.
Okay, great. Banji, can you see that win? Right in front, this happened directly in front of us. This is not, it could do this, it might do this. 90% of the time it does this, 80% of the time it does this. The system says if everything remains here, green, 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 red, green. All right, and I told you what was happening over here on the 5-minute chart. You can go ahead and wait for this to win. And you could see that it won. All right, let's look at another one. All right, this is EOS USD 1-minute buy stop. All right, so let's go ahead. We're finished with this trade now. That trade obviously did what the system said it was going to do. Everybody saw that live. Saturday afternoon, whatever time you are, wherever you are, you know, it's amazing that we have this system now that we could do this from home. All right, let's look at EOS USD. Okay, we're a little bit late. You could see that, right? On the left is a 5-minute chart, on the right is the 1-minute. Okay, can you see what happened here? Can anybody see green, green, or green, red, green? Anybody see that?
Yes.
Can anybody see that?
Yes.
Right, so this obviously was a buy, but we didn't catch it in time. Okay, we didn't catch it in time, but if we had caught it in time, we would have been able to come in and put in our entry just above the line here, and we would have gone for 2 pips, right? If we had come in, if we had caught it early enough. Can we see that? Can we see that very clearly? Okay. But we're late. We're late for that. All right. So we didn't catch that one on time. All right. There's another one on BTC USD 1-minute. So let's go check out what's going on with BTC USD 1-minute. All right. BTC USD. Let's put that on the 5-minute and let's put it over here on the 1-minute chart. Right. And BTC is acting a little interesting today, but you could see that it came down. Right. It came down, turned red here, and BTC is not moving aggressively, but you put your entry just above here and you go for 2 pips here, right? So if it comes back up, okay, and push us into the trade, and these candles go above here, we would have won that trade, okay? Would have been able to win that trade. All right. So this system is what the system does. Now these are the 1 and the 5-minute trades, right? Let me just go back to that EOS a minute. Put by the EOS over here. Here, I want to delete these lines. All right, see it. This trade, you're late. You're late. You can see it's already gone. Okay, and then here were some other entry points on that same trade. 1, 2, 3, and this is a 4th one. Okay, that's the 4th one on this particular asset today. All right, and this is so powerful. All right, so that's EOS. All right, and then we were finalizing this BTC stuff. And BTC and Ethereum generally follow the same pattern. But can you see what happened here again, Millie? Can we see what's happening? Can we see what's happening? Can we see that's another winning trade again, right? Can you see that, Moses?
Yes.
Right. Can you see that you're in the blue, Banji? Banji, can you see that we've now eliminated the guesswork? No trading view anymore. If you have a trading view account, you could turn it back in. Right? I'm not kidding.
Okay.
Banji, are you there?
Yes, I can see.
Can you? Hey, you can see it, right? This is not me making the stuff up. This is us in the live market. This is not a hypothetical situation. This is Bitcoin. We looked at XRP a while ago. We looked at another one called EOS. I don't know what EOS is, what it means, but anybody who knows, you could let us know. But I don't know what it is, but we could trade it and we can make money from it. Okay? You just need a broker with decent spreads.
Can I ask a question?
Absolutely, Moses.
Why are there no candles showing apart from just that one, which is sprouting
Okay,
out?
this is because the volume in the market is low on Bitcoin. Then yeah, it looks like a gap where the market jumped from here to here, but it's not really a gap. It's just the candle, the movement is not strong enough to show up as a candlestick. But if you increase the time frame, like it's on the 5 minute on the left, is the same Bitcoin. So if I was change this screen, if I change it to the 5 minute, it's this one. If I change it to the 5 minute, you see it shows as candles instead of those gaps. Which change it to the 15 minute, you can see it's showing more clearly now. All right. If you change it to the 30 minutes, it even shows even better. All right.
I understand.
But on the 1 minute time frame, this is what happens when the volume in the market is low. Right. It moves from here to here because somebody, when the price was here, the next price was down here. So it created what looks like a gap. Okay. But that's just how the market behaves when it's slow. It looks like this on the chart. But you can see this is a winning trade. All right. So we won another BTC trade live. We're all here together. We saw that, right? It's not making up stuff. This is what happens. Now, for those there's some of us who do not have the time to sit down to look at 1 minute and 5 minute trades, right? And if you don't, then you're going to go to the 4 hour on the left, right? You're going to go to the 4 hour on the left and the 1 hour on the right, right? The 4 hour and the 1 hour trades, these take sometimes hours, sometimes days to develop. Okay, so you're not gonna expect to make money fast with 4 hour and 1 hour trades, but these are for people who want to put in a trade and set it and forget it. All right. So on the 4 hour chart, you know, here's a nice point of entry on the 4 hour, and then on the 1 hour you'd have caught that, right? So let's just sync scroll this a bit, right? And then here is where you'd have been able to enter a sell right here. You'd literally be able to put in a sell here for the market to sell off and give you that win. Okay, based on that. Well, you get training for that. Now, I love the NAS and the US 30 on the 4 hour and the 1 hour. I love it, and I'm going to share with you why. Let's look at, you know, we can't trade NAS live right now, but we could look at the chart, right? We could definitely look at the chart. So here's what's going on. And Banji, I know you're going to love this, right? And everybody else, you're going to love this. You're going to love this. I'm just going to expand the screen a bit, and we're just going to look at the 4 hour trades, right? So based on what I explained, right? What type of trade is this one right here, Moses or Banji? Green, 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 red, green. Based on what I explained to you, what type of trade would you put in here? A buy or a sell?
Buy.
A buy. Thank you, Millie. Moses, do you agree with her?
I do.
What about you, Banji? Do you agree that we could put in a buy here? Green, 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 red, green.
A buy.
All right, great. So we're putting our entry just above the line for a buy, okay? I'm waiting for it to activate. Your stop loss will be down here, below here, right? And this is a 4 hour chart, which means each of these candles take 4 hours to develop. So you're not gonna sit down and watch this on your laptop. You're gonna put it in, put in your stop loss and go to work, okay? All right, so let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. It didn't come back to the stop loss, but you check it maybe 16 hours later, right? Because when you put it in here, we put it in, let's say we put it in when it was red. So we put in the order here, right? And then you could see that it activated it on this 4 hour candle and it went up to here. So if you check this, maybe it's 12, 16 hours later, you check it the following day, you'd have been up from here to here, okay? You've been profit by, somebody could read those pips. Can you see the amount of pips you'd have made on that trade, Banji? How many pips you'd have made in those 6 hours or 8, 10, 12 hours? How much you'd have made? The pips are in the middle, 140.16. Would you be happy with 140 pips on a NAS trade at 0.01 or 0.1 lot size, Banji?
Yeah.
Or Moses?
Very happy. 0.01, 140. Wow.
Yeah, 0.01. That's $140. Most brokers.
Yeah, that's money.
Right? Right? That's money. Okay, all right. But guess what? What if you kept the trade open and you didn't close it down? It pulled back on you, but you put in let's say you put in your stop loss, down your stop profit, because no, you no longer have a stop loss on the trade. You'd have moved your stop loss from down here and put it into stop profit. So if it comes down and tap you out, you'd have made some money on the trade, but you would not have made it all up here. You could close it up here and wait for another entry point to come back into the trade again. All right, that's another strategy. But let's say you left it open and it was, look at what was continuing to happen. And each time it goes up higher, right, you'd have moved your stop loss from down here, right? And you'd have put your stop profit here. When it comes up to here, you'd have pushed up your stop profit even more. When it comes up to here, you could have pushed up your stop profit even more, right? When it comes up to here, you could have put your stop profit even more. Okay, you could come up to here with your stop profit. And then when it came back to here, it would have taken it out of the trade. Can we see that? Now, Banji, how many pips is this from there to there? Just read out the pips for me. Moses, Banji, Millie, anybody. How many pips is that in the middle? Middle number.
It's so tiny.
Very tiny. Yes, I know it's very tiny, right? Anybody else? It's 588.83 pips.
580. Wow.
Oh, yeah,
Banji,
that's it.
would you like a trade that you put in on this date? Let's check the date down here. The date here would have been May 5th. And you'd have closed the trade here, right here, the trade would have closed for you on May 23rd. So that's 18 days that the trade lasted. And you earned 588 pips. What if you traded at Banji with 0.1 lot size? How much would you earn?
That's close to $5,000.
Oh, man, you know how about trading. On one trade, right? But guess what? After that one closed on you, can you see what happened here again? What is it that happened right here? Green, 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 what?
Red.
Right.
So would you have another chance to put in another trade just above here? Right? Could you put in another one there? Okay. And if your stop profit wasn't up here and it was down here, you'd still be in the trade. First one would not have closed. You'd still be in that trade, right? Okay. We're getting some feedback from you, Moses, on your side. Some feedback from your line. Thank you. All right. So Banji, can you see what's happening here? It means that if you enter the second one here and you kept the first one, you weren't very aggressive with your stop profit, because if your stop profit was halfway between here and here, you would still be in that first trade. And you could be entering a second one while you're still in profit in the first one. Can we see what's going on here, Millie? And you'd have entered another trade here at this point, while you could still be in the first one. And look at what would have happened. You'd have won all of these pips on the second trade and the first trade. Look at what you'd have gained on the first trade up here, Banji. How much pips is that one? 2,124. What if you're trading $10 a pip on that trade, Banji? How much would you earn?
My goodness.
Millie says, my goodness. I would agree. Banji, what about you? What are you saying? Okay, Banji, I don't know if you muted or what. All right. But man, look at Awesome. Guys, the guesswork days are gone. And I'm showing you 4-hour trades. You could do this on the daily time frame as well. Understand this. Here's a daily time frame. Okay. This would not have been a clean buy, this one, because it was red down here, but there's a way to check the month, the weekly. And if the weekly lines up for it, and the box was green on the weekly, you could go ahead and do it. But that's some advanced stuff, right? But if you look on the daily chart, ladies and gentlemen, I will look at this. And here's the thing. You could do it for NAS. You could do it for US 30. Let's look at US 30. You could do the same thing. And on the 4-hour chart, just recently, there's another one that just happened for US 30. Right? Not this, not that. Let me see if it's US 30. Yeah. Right. And it happened for NAS too. Right. So here's NAS. Okay. Just took place. This green, 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 red, green. Okay. You could see that. Somebody won money here, right? You would have won money here. When reversal happened, you would have tapped you out in profit. Here's a second one going up again. Okay. You could have entered a second time and wait for it to come back up. Okay. And guys, these are not going to give you 10 pips and 30 pips. These are going to give you hundreds and in some cases, thousands of pips. There's a gentleman, I told you already, a gentleman earned $1.4 million in 7 months using the system. So the system is a boss system, not hype. It's not just to get you excited. It truly is an amazing system, guys. And the only thing is just for you to get yours. It will prove itself to you. You have to take your time and practice it and learn how to use it. But man, I'm just jacked out. Let me just summarize the scanner for everybody so you could understand the power of this part. So for your MT4 to look like this, it's a 1-year license. It's really $524. The first month, you pay $75 for the scanner. This is the website that gives you access to messages that send you emails, or it says safety trade alert while you're on here. You saw me take the scanner and take trades. Here's a 1-minute trade on EOS USD. You saw us look on that earlier. You saw the trade win. Everybody who was on here with us. So you saw the scanner working live in front of us. And here's another one. Okay. That's the 4-hour time frame. So go down to the 1 minute. You'd see a number of those red dots, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times the system called out a trade on this, and you could see that they were all wins. But once you get to the 3rd, 4th, and 5th, they're not as good as the first one. Just remember that, okay? As you're trading. So don't be greedy trying every time you see you think you're going to get 5 pips or 4 pips on a trade, all right? Just be careful on the 1 minute and 5 minutes. The 1 hours and the 4 hours, those are pretty straightforward. But the 1 minute and 5 minutes, they're always up and down, up and down. So you have to be a little fast on 1 minute and 5 minutes to make money on those. That's called scalping. So you have to be in and out very quickly. And you have to be paying attention to what you're doing to make sure you make money on those trades, all right? Okay, but the system calls them out and gives you the trade. So go back to the scanner. The scanner scans not just cryptos, because we're on Saturday and I'm looking at cryptos to look at the market live. But during the week, you're going to be able to track indices. So if your favorite is US 30, US 30 can make you a lot of money. But don't start with US 30. Start with S&P 500 and then go up to maybe NAS and US 30 afterwards. All right. And then you have other indices like gold, silver, oil. Those are all tracked on here. You'll get messages on the 1 minute, the 5 minute, the 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour, and 4 hour time frames, all the way to the daily and weekly time frames. You'll get trades called out on those, right? Then you have Forex pairs. If you love the Forex pairs and you want to trade USD JPY, GBP JPY, you know, if you're trading the London session, you want to trade those assets that are giving you good volume in the London session, the system calls out. Yesterday, I remember seeing the system call out 10 different assets at the same time. When I looked up here where it says safety trade alert, there are 10 different assets. No, at least me, I can't trade 10 different things at the same time. I'm not a computer. But it called out 10 different assets. All of them were 1 minute trades at the same time. So you just have to pick out 1 or 2, or you could narrow it down on your dashboard. I'll mention how to do that, all right, shortly. So you have crypto. We looked at crypto. You saw us take 2 trades on crypto, win both of them using the system. Then let's click on crypto, right? What type of trade is this? What time frame is this? 4 hour, right? On IOTA BIT, right? This is a 4 hour. That's the system is calling out, all right? If you want to go and put in those long-term trades, all right? And then you could trade stocks, Tesla, Facebook, Google, Yahoo. And then your dashboard can narrow this down. These are the ones I put on my dashboard. I want messages on all of these, right? But you could you could come to your symbols, and then you could check off which ones you want, delete the ones you don't want, and then you go just save it at the bottom, and it will just send you messages on that. So if you only want a system to send you messages on 2, you could do that. You can also set time frames. So if you say, oh, you know, I don't want these 1 minute, 5 minute trades, I only want the 1 hour and 4 hour trades. You could set your time frames for that as well. So it only sends you 1 hour, 4 hours, especially for those of us who have jobs. You may not be able to do the 1 minute and the 5 minutes. But the 1 hour and the 4 hour trades can, and the daily trades can work. Select daily. The daily trades can work well for you as well, right? Okay. And then that's that part. All right. So the scanner is $75 a month. And what it does, it calls out the symbols. So instead of you having to go and analyze the chart and look at the chart to see what's going on, you could come and trade based on the call outs. And man, I've been having a great time this past week just using them, because the system just calls them out every minute, every few minutes. You hear safety trade alert, and you can pick and choose which ones you want. The system, I think, is doing about 1,000 to 2,000 trades per day that it calls out, and then you could choose the ones you want if you're picking and choosing. Because when some of them come, they're not perfect
Safety trade alert.
in terms of what I want to trade it. All right, and here's two. See, here's two more, right? One on EOS USD, one on XTZ USD. So you could literally look at both of these, right? XTZ USD. Let's quickly look at that one, right? See, it came down, but there's one earlier on when it came down and it went up for a buy, and it's come down, it's going up for another buy again. All right. And then the other one was EOS USD, which we just saw. We know that one has been milking that one.
New safety trade alert. New safety
So
trade
this
alert.
system is a badass system, man. 1 minute buy stop, right? New safety trade, EOS USD, M1, 1 minute buy stop. And then of course it calls out sell stops as well. When it's new, you'll see the new sign beside here. And then you could go ahead and look at it. Remember that when you're looking at it, you should have the 1 minute on your 5 minute on your left and 1 minute on your right. Okay, that's how you should do it. All right, any questions? Because I know we went a little longer today, but any questions from anybody?
Safety trade alert. New safety trade alert.
Man, so much money. This is a mint. Straight. XTZ USD, right? EOS USD. Any questions from anybody?
Wow.
Any questions from anyone? Millie, okay.
How-
Right, any
when
questions?
you start, how long is the training for?
All right, so once you pay for your technology,
Yeah.
it takes about 4 days to get it set up, about 4 days in total. If you already have a live account set up with your broker, it's going to be faster. If you don't, then you have to go through that and get that set up. And then, all of that stuff will be set up for your laptop to look like this. And then this website will be activated for you to use it. All right, so let's give yourself a week, roughly. Some people get it done in up 2-3 days, but give yourself a week, right? To have it.
Would it be better to start off on the education pack and learn it a bit first before you got the system?
Some people do that, but the system is what you're going to use to practice with. So you
Okay.
kind of need without the system, you don't have the thing that you're using
To practice with.
Right. So
Okay.
you still need to get this set up. But if you want to do the education first and then pay for that, come in, watch your videos, go to some classes, learn the language, learn pips, lot size, you could do that part. But if you become I recommend that you join as an affiliate. You pay $168, you get registered, and then you can log in like I'm gonna do right now.
So you come in as an affiliate.
Yes, you pay $168 to get registered. Right, that's what I'd recommend. And then you pay $99 a month. But once you have that, then you have a back office like this, like mine. And then you could come here, click affiliate, click FX Academy Library. And this is where I learned the basics of trading. This is where I got my foundation. So I came in here and I sat down and I took a notebook out and I watched these videos one after the other, took notes, and then started to understand the language, understand what pips are, understand what lot sizes are, understand what leverage means. And I watched these videos over and over again until I understood the basics. And then after the basics, then you can go to classes with the master traders. And then they will be doing stuff with the technology, but then you would understand the language, so you won't feel lost.
Okay.
Right? So you come here, watch the beginner, what is Forex? Why I watch all of these videos, right? Well, who trades Forex? Why become a trader? I watched all of these videos. And the first 22 videos are for beginners. These other intermediate level ones, they become somewhat redundant because they're about trend lines, Fibonacci, and that's not needed anymore. All right, you just need a foundation, come up to here. Once you get to through these first beginner trades, you're good. You don't have to go into the deep charts and looking at all of that. You just need to come through. And once you get to, here, risk management, types of traders and pip plan. Once you get through those, you're good. But you have to watch them again and again to understand it. Because I watched this, what is a pip? I watched this 7 times.
Yeah.
Before I understood it. Leverage on lot size, I maybe watched it 6 or 7 times.
Safety trade alert.
Yeah.
So that's where you start. And then, but you need the technology to practice with. So whenever you're comfortable getting it, you get it at that point. That's US dollar, 1 minute buy stop. Okay. Anybody wants to go trade it, put it in your demo. All right. If you have a good enough broker, you could trade live, but understand that that is a trade. You put it on the left on the 5-minute chart. Okay. And on the right, you put it on the 1 minute. And you could see that it's pushed down, right? You could see this push down here, right? This is where somebody would think they should do a sell, but it's not the time to do a sell. The market is going to reverse and do a buy, right? And you could see that the 5-minute chart nicely set up. It's close enough to this line. So this is a nice trade to jump into, right? Nice trade to jump into. Put your entry there, and then you put your TP about there, and you wait for the market to reverse and come back up. If it keeps going down, you don't lose anything. Okay, if the market keeps going down, you don't lose anything because you're not in a trade. It's only if it turns back and comes back up and touches you and turns back on you that you could lose. All right, which can happen, by the way. Sometimes they come up and it touches this or comes inside barely and turns around. So you have to have a stop loss just in case that happens, because that can happen. So you put your stop loss down here. So if it comes up, touches and comes back down, you only lose this part right here. Okay. But if it comes up and keeps going up, you win the trade. Okay. All right. And 99% of the time, it turns back around, goes up. But sometimes it comes here and wicks you in and turns back around on the 1 minute and the 5 minute. And the 1 hour and the 4 hour, you don't have that problem. Okay. Because those trades are longer moves. You don't have that problem. But on the 1 minute and the 5 minute, for scalpers, you have to bear that in mind. All right. So my scalping buddies, as this is pushing down, you just simply come down for a deeper entry. Okay. As it's pushing down. All right. Once the box stays green, you just stay behind this. Don't come too close because it will turn around and wick you and go down. But if you stay, as it goes down, you get a better entry, right? So I would come down a little bit gradually, right? And wait for it to turn around, all right? And what I do sometimes is I just wait up here, and then we start turning around. If I get like 2 candles, then I'll come down a little closer, right? And come down a little closer and get a better entry. Okay, but you have to be looking at a bunch of different things. You'll be looking at over here is nice and all green. You're looking at the 5 minute coming down close to this straight line. And you're looking at what's going on over here with your candles. And you're paying attention to the bar right here. If this turns to red, you have to just ease up and wait some more to see where it's going to reverse. But anyway, that's just some extra stuff. But there's a lot of stuff you're going to get from developers. So Millie, get the technology, come to class. You're gonna get the training. You're gonna get 1 training with the developer, and thereafter you have training classes with our master traders.
New safety trade alert.
Yeah. Okay.
Trade alert.
All right.
So
Millie,
I'll start off with the affiliate first.
Great. Just go ahead and get your affiliate package. XRP USD in the house. All right. Let's look at XRP USD. Right. Okay, let's see what's happening over here. XRP is some money, man. Ooh-wee. So guys, a lot of you are gonna earn millions. That's the truth, right? And just watch because people are already doing well. So a lot of us in this group are gonna do very, very well. We're gonna do very, very well. All right.
Okay.
Very, very well. All right. All right. Thank you. Any questions from anybody else? Alan, you can see that I'm making progress, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Copeland, can you see that Harry is becoming a trainer over here?
Yes, you are doing so well, Dr. Harry. You are doing so well promoting and demonstrating the system. Congrats.
Thank you.
And
Thank
the
you.
important thing, yes, and the important thing is that you are making Money, 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 money.
Absolutely. Millie,
Yes.
did you see what happened here on the
No.
the dash? Can you see that?
Yeah, I just saw that.
All right. So, but man, Doc, the Copeland, man, it's been a journey. So I'm very
Yes.
grateful that we have this blessing. But look at this man, look at this
Yes.
9th win and dash, right?
Wow, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So this system is truly a blessing, and I'm very grateful for it because it's made trading simple. And also it's given us a tool that we can share with other people for them to get the benefit of this as well. All right. So guys, .us.USD, please share this with other people. If somebody didn't share it with you, you would not know about the safe to trade technology. Okay, so don't keep it to yourself. Please share it with people. Have them come and listen to the presentation, because it's really for them and it's not so much for you. Okay, you're gonna make some money if they join, yes, but we don't need them to join to make money with the trading technology. We don't. That's just the reality of it.
Yes,
You can make money. Yeah, you can make money whether they join or not, which makes this quite a unique opportunity in that sense. All right. So, but please, tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern time, 10 p.m. UK, Nigeria, 12 midnight East Africa. Tomorrow, Sunday, the market is fully open at that time. So we'll be looking at different assets during that time. And yesterday, I took a trade live. It was Esther, and it wasn't on this presentation where I was helping Esther and somebody else, and there was a trade on, it was SPX. The system called out the SPX trade. And I said, no, I need to go run take that trade, right? I don't know if Esther is still on with us, but I ran and I took the trade, and Esther took the trade as well, and both of us made money. I think Esther made $50 or something like that. That was yesterday. I think it was yesterday or the day before. I can't remember, but we did that trade together. I think it was on Thursday. We did that trade together. Bright was on there with us, and Esther and I took the trade.
And Joy made so much on that trip. Joy made over 100 euro.
You did? You made 100 euro?
I couldn't miss it.
All right, James, you're taking me for lunch. All right. So this is truly a great time for us, guys, and we deserve it. We deserve it. We deserve to have a good life, all right, an abundant life. We deserve it. We've been promised it, and here's a system that's going to help us to access the money we need to do the things that are important to us. All right. Hey, Arlene, I see you over there, Phoenix Club. How are you, my sister? Arlene is from Kenya, guys. One of my very good friends. We've been friends for years. She lives in Kenya. So I'm just excited and grateful. Very, 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 very grateful. Very grateful.
Yeah,
all right. Thank
wait.
you, James, for the lunch, James. Thank you ahead of time. Because when I come to the you're in Ireland, right?
Yeah, Ireland.
Ireland. All right. So when I come over to the UK, because I'm, as we build up over the years, I'll be traveling throughout the world and doing live presentations, not aggressively traveling, but I'll be doing it at a moderate pace. And I would do seminars, and we'll have fun. We'll go to nice restaurants to try different foods in different countries, and just enjoy the cultures of different parts of the world. Because we no longer have to be in a physical place to earn money. We can just go online and make money and do the things that are important to us, right?
Yeah, with time, if you come to UK, we can assemble there and have a small reception.
Thank you, James. I'm talking now. Now you're going to spend 100 euros.
Yeah, that's not much. That's not much.
All right, I know. I'm just playing around.
By that time, all of us will be rich then.
Yeah, XMR, USD, USBIT. So, tomorrow we're going to be on at 5 o'clock. Invite some friends and family, guys. Let us not keep this to ourselves, and let us spread the word. All right? Let's spread the word.
Okay.
All right.